Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
The sun hangs heavy over the Valley of the Setting Sun. The Valley of the Setting Sun is a Scion 2nd edition game set in Phoenix, Arizona, and starring Craig as Sir Nicholas, Slavek as Jesse, and Mitch as Gary. Join our heroes as they adjust to their new powers and navigate the tangled roots of the Scion community. Will our heroes be able to achieve their destinies, or will their bones be left to dry under the desert sun? You can reach out to us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night, where you can find a link to our Discord. Round 2 of the tournament begins. So, the first, you see Kieran actually get into a fight, and it's definitely an interesting one. So you see his opponent, you can't really make out features because they're covered head to toe in looks like armor, but you see the hands get hot, and you literally see the metal actually glows red hot, and once the fight starts. And you see it back and forth as Kieran, he has a shield and an axe. They sort of trade blows for a bit. And then you see Kieran literally take his axe and grind it against the metal rim of his shield. And you see a spark jump out. Then you see sparks come out. Then both the shield catches on fire. And then Kieran proceeds to then beat his armored opponent with the flaming shield. And that's one fight. And then you see the Vietnamese woman. She, the terrain comes up rainforest, and then you see she just, without saying a word, she just smiles. And then you see her skin literally just sort of ripple and change, and then she turns into a tiger. And then you see her just sort of disappear into the trees. And her opponent, he thrashes around, and you see moving as he thrashes around in the brush. Then you hear you see something his feet get knocked out from under him, and then he's dragged into the darkness. You hear a scream, and then you see him just crawl back out, going, "I give up, I give up." All right, so now Jesse, it's your turn. All right, so let me roll for the terrain. 1, so that is, what is that?
Volcanic.
All right, interesting. So yeah, the terrain shifts again. And this time, you definitely, the ground turns black, rocky, and sharp. And you see, there aren't any pools of lava, but you definitely see, the ground itself, there are cracks in it, and you can see lava through the cracks of it. So, yeah, it's basically just, big, rock, sharp, rocky, hellish-looking landscape. So, okay, what is Jesse fighting with? Is he using because he can't really use his bow without killing people?
He's fighting with his fists, and I guess he might have a boxer or something.
But we have boxing gloves?
No, like a boxer. I mean, it's like the piece of metal you put on your fingers, so it hits harder. I don't know what you guys call it. We call it a boxer in Czech Republic.
Brass knuckles?
That's it, thank you.
Yeah, brass knuckles. Yeah,
I don't remember what the word was. Brass knuckle, okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah. So definitely, you see your opponent. He looks not. He looks like Mexican, but it's not his skin is brown, but it looks more indigenous than than Hispanic. And you hear him mention his name. It's Jorge, but it's not like the usual Spanish that you hear from Mexicans in the area. It's different. So the two of you get ready to fight. Do you want to go first, or do you want him to go attack first?
Jesse doesn't let people go first.
All right. So give me an attack roll.
All right. So Jesse just straight up rushes the guy, and let's see what happens. Do I get anything for those brass knuckles, by the way, or is it just?
Yeah, there'll be a +1 enhancement to something to your attacks.
All right. Yeah. 5 successes. Which turns into 6.
Dang it! Okay, so basically, yeah, you run up to him and you just clock him right in the face, and he takes the punch rather well. Actually, you definitely see it hurts him, but it just completely shattered his jaw. And he takes it. He looks back and he looks surprised at you. It's ow! And then he raises his arm to try and attack you, but just as it's about to hit you, It doesn't. His fist doesn't actually impact you. Instead, it breaks apart into a swarm of bees and hornets.
Not the bees.
And then it attacks you via that way. So give me a defense roll.
All right. The defense roll is just your highest defensive stat, right?
Yeah, you're the highest. Your resilience. Yeah.
1 success.
All right. So now I'm gonna roll for him. He's got 4 successes.
Don't forget that you roll 10s again in the system.
Oh yeah. So
I'm really shooting myself in the foot with this, but it's
it's just 4 successes. You get stung a lot. Mark down 2 little things of damage.
All right.
And then he he backs up a bit, and the bees swarm back and reform his arm. You like that, eh?
I've had worse.
What is that, you liar? And then it's your turn again. What do you do?
Bees, eh? Bees. Well, you know what bees don't like? Bees don't like the cold. They go to sleep in the cold. So maybe it's time for some glacial pace, as I remember the time from my runes, the rune casting, and I remember being covered by something, right? So I just summon a blizzard.
So what specifically are you trying to do? Are you using a boon?
Yeah. Basically, using a boon, or right. I guess it's the frost purview, and summoning a blizzard, which will chill the air enough that if any insects would sort of appear, they'd instantly go to sleep because they just start hibernating from the cold.
All right, so that sounds like you're trying to impose a condition. So you don't. So since you already saw it, you don't have to spend any. Legend. For Jesse, it's you know this is supposed to happen. So
exactly.
You literally you're following what fate is.
I want to take a deep breath and exhale upwards, and the cold air will just flow out of him.
All right, so and then you definitely see the Jorge, the bee man, just sort of back up, and he just starts to recoil from the cold, and for a moment it almost seems like his whole body sort of shifts a bit, like the insects that make up his body are adjust themselves.
And then he tries to grapple him, I guess.
Are you trying to grapple? Okay. Yeah,
just grapple him, and he wants to take him and force his head into the crack with lava in it.
Ooh.
Near enough so it's scary.
Yeah, okay. So that's athletics plus might roll. So that's 3 successes, I think.
Yeah, 3 successes.
And let's see, what's 1 plus a reroll. So only 1 success for him. So you basically tackle him, and you bring his head down to the ground, and you could feel his body. It's weird. His skin feels weird to you. It's almost like it's bubbling under your fingers, as the bees are sort of copying and wanting to break apart and not give you an advantage of grabbing them, but they also wanting to keep together because it's cold and individual bees will die from the cold. So currently you have him pinned down to the ground, and I'll give me another roll to see if you sort of force his head closer to the lava part.
All right, would that be a persuasion plus something, or?
Oh, you're trying to intimidate him or something?
Well, I want to scare him enough.
Okay.
By forcing his face into the lava, sort of. I don't want to actually
I get
burn the dude to death. I could roll persuasion plus might, I guess, or something like that. I don't know, because I'm still trying to force him with my hand.
I think it's just. I'd say give me another might plus athletics thing just for this one.
Yeah, that's fine. It's honestly the same roll.
Use your physicality to get it together.
Yeah. That makes sense. Right. So that's 2 successes.
All right. So let me roll for him. Oh, dang it!
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Again. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna stop rolling there. He's got 7 plus successes. So basically, when you try to get him, he sees what you're trying to do, and then for a brief moment, I'll just say he breaks apart completely. Then he reforms behind you.
Nothing personal, kid.
Okay. Yeah, he says that as he then he goes to try to kick you while you're down. You only got 2 successes to kick you. So it's once, it's not quite enough to actually hurt you. He kicks you, and you definitely you're knocked up. He kicks you, and you're unbalanced, but you get back up. Ooh, you almost got me there. You're a vicious little guy, aren't you?
Then Jesse will charge him again, and he'll try to deck him. He'll try to break him apart. Like, he'll try to hit his core so that the bees will just have to, either they'll have to shift and go out into the cold, or they'll have to take damage.
So give me an attack.
Yeah. 4 successes with the boxer.
All right, so definitely that's you with the cold, between the cold and your brass knuckles, you hit him right in the core, and he definitely reels back from it, like coughing up. It looks he coughs up a little bit of blood, but it's like then the blood it turns to like dead bees on the ground. It's very weird. All right, so then he'll try to attack you. So just 2 successes to try to attack you, -1 because of the cold.
Yeah, I got 2 successes to defend.
So you just sort of block his arm off, because between the cold, the injuries, and everything, he's starting to slow down.
So, yeah, Jesse's just gonna go for an uppercut, I guess.
All right, give me an attack.
Please don't knock him out. Please don't knock him out. Please don't knock him out. That'd be a very Jesse thing to do. Just 2 successes. 3, I guess, with the boxer.
Okay, you hit him, and again, he definitely you catch him again on the face, and this time he drops down to 1D, and he's definitely it's odd. You can definitely see a bruise starts to form, but then it sort of peels off its face, and more dead bees fall to the ground, and then he's sort of okay, you win, cabrón. Thought I had this for sure. Ooh.
And Jesse just starts screaming incoherently and just flexing his muscles and running around like the stormy volcanic. I assume the volcanic ash sort of mixes with a blizzard, so it's like a black snow just flying around everywhere.
Oh, definitely, yeah. So then you sort of walk off. So, Nick, your opponent is Finn.
Which one was Finn again?
He was the guy at the mall who Jesse choked out.
The spearman.
Oh, okay.
And so now he's wielding the spear, and again, right. you see it looks very fearsome. It looks like it's the spearhead itself. It looks like it's made out of bone or something, and the handle is wrapped with bits of red leather. It looks like the whole thing is made out of just one piece of bone.
Okay. Sir Nick's still has 1 injury, so that adds a +1 difficulty. I'm not sure what that difficulty would be too.
Basically means you have to do 1 more success to get something done.
So it's like a negative enhancement.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. We'll see how this goes. He's now striding out wearing a leather jacket because his armor has been crushed by the concert earlier, and basically takes out his sword and salutes Finn.
Oh yeah, so then Finn, you see him glaring at Jesse from across the way. Then he breaks away from telling him to look at him, and he bows a bit. I am Finn. I am wielder of the Gaia Volga, and I will try not to kill you.
Much appreciated. I am Sir Nicholas, and I will attempt the same. Brings the sword back down. Whenever you're ready, good sir.
Very well. Then you see him take out the spear, and then he goes out and he charges at you.
I'm going to try to sort of rebat the spear to the side to basically force it downward, and then basically bring my point into him.
So he's got 1 success so far. Got 1 success to attack.
All right. Mine would be 1 because of my negative. Then the enhancement brings back to 2.
With both of you matching, he charges at you with the spear, and then you just sort of parry it. And so you see him twirl the spear around, and he goes back and again to try and get you. He also had 2 successes.
Yep, that'd be 2
versus 2
for me as well because of my penalty.
Oh yeah, you managed to half parry it, but the spear still gets a cut along your arm. It's not it doesn't really feel sharp. It feels jagged almost, almost like being cut with almost like a saw almost. And then you see Finn, after seeing he drew blood, it's all right, I see you're bleeding. Like I said, I'd try not to kill you, but this spear is not known for being gentle.
Then again, good sir. And Nick basically brings a sword above his head and then cracks down on him.
All right. So attacking again?
2 successes.
Yeah, he only had 2 successes again. So again, you're trading blows back and forth, but you can definitely see like he is starting. Your previous injuries are starting to like catch up with you as he like slowly starts to like whittle you down, like a cut here, a cut there. It's small stuff, but it just keeps on piling up.
Well, sir, we appear to be evenly matched. I will give you this opportunity to surrender with your own honor.
And then he just sort of smirks at that. It's like, I'm not the one bleeding. And back into it again. Spear and sword flashing out. You definitely feel like it's even like at this point, like he doesn't really hate. He's not really angry at you. Like he seems to be at Jesse. It's almost like he's having fun with this. And Nick, are you having fun with this? Or are you just trying to win this fight again?
Nick felt much more nervous and such about his first challenge. And like after basically fighting one of Gary's berserkers, he's like, "Oh, okay." Nick kind of feels like the hard part's behind him, so he's like, "Okay, this is just good sportsmanship now." So, right. I mean, he's taking the fight seriously, but he's not in fear of his life, and he's not trying to do any special tricks right now.
All right, makes sense. Yeah.
And that's 2 successes again for me.
So that's 4 successes for Finn. So yeah, he goes like go in for like a stab, and then you try to parry it, but then he feints and gets you good in the side with the spear. And so yeah, definitely I think mark 2 more injury boxes at this point. Because you're starting. It gets you like in close to the area where the mace got you earlier. So you're definitely in a lot of pain right now, but you can still fight on if you choose to.
After that, Sir Nick will take a step, basically lower his sword and raise the visor from the helmet that's still partially intact, and say, "Good show, man," and basically give him a salute, and then salute the box. And Nick basically surrenders the contest.
All right, so yeah, Finn, he like once you surrender, he's like relaxes his stance. He like goes out and shakes your hand. You may not keep the best company, but you're not the worst person I've had to fight. Hope to match blades with you again.
Good luck with the rest of your tournament, and try not to kill my friend. And I reach out my hand and try to shake his.
Like you see, like for a moment, like his face sort of like it like contorts in like he's not quite sure what to feel. Then he's just like, "I'll try. Okay, I will try." Then he goes off and get ready for the next
Nick
round.
Smiles at that, and yeah. Once Nick's away from the tournament field and out of sight of people, then he's like, "Oh my god!" As he realizes he has like 2 spear wounds and like basically a cracked sternum.
So yeah, at that point, Mel comes up, it's like, "Dude, whoa, dude, are you all right? My God!"
Yeah, that was much easier with armor on, I must say. I hope I didn't embarrass myself too much.
Dude, no, shit, no, dude. You were cool. You were cool. So you're kind of out of the tournament now, right?
Yeah, looks like. To be honest, the first fight was the one I was more worried about.
I'm glad you didn't end up in the service of some. Yeah. So, want me to help you get patched up? Mel.
Jesse just pops up behind Nick, like he probably didn't. He was probably like tunnel visioned on her and his wounds. Suddenly, Jesse just has like, I assume he just has a puffy face from all those bees.
Yeah, and then you see like, oh, okay, I probably got some bee sting ointment somewhere. I'll get you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Perhaps you should help Jesse first.
I sort of wink at Nick after she leaves.
Tent. I have a whole castle right there.
Yeah, but I assume you'll just have a tent like at the grounds so you can watch the
like
stuff.
One of those conical. Oh, yeah. I'll go up in the stands.
Okay. Well, I mean, the tent would have been, I'd ascended it there, and you would have been alone.
Oh. Yeah, we'll go to the medical tent afterwards.
Okay. I swear I love this game. So round 3 is gonna start, and we're gonna there's like a intermission, I guess, as the food arrives, and everyone sort of takes a break to start nursing their wounds and collect themselves. Gary, what are you doing during the intermission?
Well, when the food arrives, Gary is going to direct where everything needs to go. The jalapeno pizza is going to go back with his guys, as are 2 of the kegs of the strongest beer that they show up with. The rest, he'll make sure it's doled out, set up on tables. He'll sort of be the in charge of organizing all the little details that Nick completely forgot about. Once that's all taken care of, he's going to go find Nick wherever he is, pop his head in. So did you get her number for me?
I didn't quite get it, but I still have her sister's contact information.
Damn it, Nick.
I mean...
I'll go see if she's still here.
Sorry? Yeah, she's probably in, the losers area.
And Gary will go wander around, seeing who's there. He'll socialize, he'll schmooze, he'll do what he does.
I'll definitely say, when you try to schmooze up to the Vietnamese woman who turned into the tiger... as soon as you basically pass by, if you put the moves on her, she basically just grabs you and leads her to her own tent, where I'll just say events happen if you want them to, Gary.
Oh God, yes.
Okay, So basically, Gary is occupied in a tent with a tiger woman.
Fluid appeal, lover's intuition, epic stamina.
Yeah, just stuff happens. All right, so, Jesse, what are you doing during the intermission?
Well, besides nursing his wounds, he's probably, going to check up on all the berserkers. Yeah, he'll give them tips on, the matches and what they could have done better and, console them, tell them that they fought well or, that they should probably train more to some of those that sucked.
Yeah, by this point, most of them are eliminated, but there's still 1 or 2 are still in the tournament. Given that you killed one of them, remember earlier, they're still somewhat standoffish to you, but it's very much they don't really spend too much time with you, but they don't hate you about it. So yeah. They're somewhat warming up to you, somewhat.
All right. And the next thing he's going to do, he's going to pop in near the judge's place, and he's going to surprise Tiffany with, "So, how you like it so far?"
I have to admit, it's not a bad change of pace. Same amount of fighting, oddly enough, but a lot more blood. Oof. I'm pretty sure my mother's head would explode if she saw me doing this.
Isn't that part of the fun, though?
Yeah, mostly, yeah. Oh. And you see, Tiffany's sort of like a drink, but it's hard on the throat to talk that loudly all the time.
I honestly think I'd lose my voice in 10 years or so. But now I think I'm just stuck with it.
Losing your voice works.
Yeah, I guess I smoked too much when I was a teenager.
Well, I thought that was just because. Oh, I didn't know. I thought that was just your voice. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say.
Who's your mother again? Your parent? Your parent?
Scotty.
Oh, I suppose your giant blood would give you some. Yeah. Oh, so thank you for bringing me on this.
Right. Let's get this started. Part 2.
Well, yeah, we gotta let people. Not everyone wants to immediately jumping back into the fight. We gotta heal up a bit, and I still think your bee stings could use a bit more ointment.
Yeah. All right. Do you want some pizza?
I would totally love a slice.
All right. Let's see where Gary put the damn stuff.
All right. So, Sir Nick, what are you doing during the intermission?
Sir Nick was trying to locate Milligan because, after Jesse's face had been taken care of, he still has 2 spear wounds and fractured sternum to get a look at.
All right, so yeah, you get patched up by some of your more medically minded knights, and basically as a makeshift medical tent had popped up, where some of the people who came with the fighters, basically some of them had some knowledge of patching up their friends after a fight, and some of the knights got so it's it's very much more slapdash type of thing. But yeah, you get patched up, and so now you're just covered in bandages and whatnot. So you go looking through the castle for Mel, I presume.
Yeah, I kind of see like we originally had a bunch of like medieval conical linen pavilion tents. We didn't have enough of those, and people just started setting up like regular modern camping tents, and then the whole thing just started, like being not themed anymore. So it was like, oh hell with it. Yeah. So Nick's just kind of walking around looking for Mel. He's probably just like shirtless except for a bunch of bandages on him, and has his like leather jacket on. So he normally would just have a t-shirt on, but with all the bandages on, he's just walking around with his sword and jacket, just kind of like talking to fighters and looking for his lady, and probably has a couple slices of pizza on a plate.
I'm just trying to picture that image of like a shirtless dude with a jacket on with bandages all over his face, holding a plate of pizza, and just like people a sword on his side.
It's like you give up all pretense of like trying to be serious as soon as the pizza arrives.
All right, so yeah, you eventually you find her. She's like she got into like a little note exchanging thing with like some other of the more magically minded guests. She usually like just writing down stuff in like a little notebook of hers. Hey Nick. Oh wow, they got you good, didn't they?
Yeah, that like I said, it's a lot easier with armor on because it hurts a lot less. But I'm not sure what that spear was made out of, but it hurt.
Actually, Mel, she's like, if I remember correctly from my research and stuff, I'm pretty sure that's made out of like the bones of a sea monster or something, or a bone of a sea monster.
Oh, am I gonna get like a magical sea monster infection or something?
No.
Do I need like peroxide?
No. Well, anything's basically if he had been standing in a river and then kicked it at you with his foot, then you'd be dead, as it would basically enter your body, then explode outwards in 1,000 different barbs.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a nasty piece of work.
For me, he said he was going to try not to kill me.
Yeah, it's a nasty, little weapon that if you look at the historical stuff, it ain't pretty. So, can we talk about something other than bloody body parts and weapons? I think I'm going to get Queez saying about it. So, you want? Can I borrow some of your pizza?
Yeah, sure. And there's like probably like a slice of each of the kind, because you didn't quite know what she wanted, but like there's probably like 4 different sizes of pizza, and like he was probably just waiting for her to like choose before he chooses, because like Nick's not like very picky and he eats terribly. So he offers like the plate and says, "Take your."
Yeah, she like takes like one of the slices with like jalapenos on it. I like the spicy stuff, and if it's on pizza, then it makes it even better.
Oh yeah, I'm not incredibly picky, and like Nick probably takes a big bite of one blindly and realizes it has a bunch of anchovies on it, and just even though he's not a fan, just eats it anyways. So, are you having a good time?
Well, yeah, mostly. I mean, I didn't really care to see you, being battered around and stabbed with spears, but I guess it has a certain appeal in the right company.
I mean, it's a nice break from what the usual life-threatening things that's been going on here.
Well, yeah. I mean, your Scion stuff. You guys pretty much you can't have boring lives. That's pretty much not how it works.
Yeah, I think like deities and whatever get angry if our lives get too boring.
So yeah. So you want to? I know we've kind of been caught up trying to do stuff, but after all this is over, do you want to maybe go catch like a concert, something normal-ish?
Oh, sure. I hear Styx is coming to the valley.
Wait, which one? The river or the band? Because I know I went to the one time I got confused.
I'm pretty sure I mean the band, but yeah, I could actually figure that Styx is probably huge in the Scion universe.
All right. Yeah. That sounds good. I like them too. So, yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we still have Loki at a Thunderbird migration, and stop him from cutting holes into the world or whatever he's planning on doing in the next couple of days. But next week I'm free.
Awesome. So, yeah. And she she sort of awkwardly gets up and starts walking away because she doesn't really know how to finish this conversation.
Scion is a very special story arc for me. While I was a Twin Cities by Night fan from the very beginning, it wasn't until I was invited to a Scion one-shot playtest that I got the opportunity to formally join the gang. If you want to check it out, listen to Scion, A Light Extinguished, and its sequel, The Siege of Shadow Valley Ranch.